Hare Krishna. What I'm going to talk about is why should we go to a temple. I remember in my childhood, my mother would make me sit in her lap on our birthdays and sing songs in front of a picture of Krishna and then distribute halwa prasad. And as I became a little older, a young boy, my mother would take me to the temple in Bombay and the usual breaking of nariyal, ringing of the bells and offering prasad to the priest for giving to the Lord and taking some back, and we would come out of the temple. That's all that I knew of spiritual life in my childhood. And then I grew up, I went to IIT, I went to IIM. And in those days you are so passionate about things that you are far away from God. But I was so fortunate that in 1992, at the age of 35, I was introduced to ISKCON. Or I would say I was introduced to Srila Prabhupada's books. And I was so much taken up by the books, so much convinced through what Prabhupada was speaking, through his books, that I knew I had found my path. I knew I had found my preacher, my acharya, my leader. At that time, my children were just 2 and 4, little boy, little girl. And I decided that our life would center around the temple. And all we knew for a few more years was the temple, the house and my office. My children grew up in that environment. And right through these many years of ISKCON, I have been convinced that ISKCON is both, not only ISKCON's temples as well, are both a university and a hospital. Why university? Because I learned so much of philosophy, so much of what true religion is. I learned so much of how to practice religion and spiritual life at home. And why hospital? Because I feel, going to the temple, I found myself rooted so deeply, so anchored, so sheltered, and I could see my emotional life becoming stronger, really blossoming. There was more compassion in my heart, more love for people around. And that is why when you go to a temple, you find not just peace of mind, you find you are invigorated mentally, emotionally and spiritually. That is why it's important that we go to a temple. Hare Krishna.